Hey guys, it's Leo. Welcome back to more Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Blind. In the last episode, we finally met with the sage Rashad, but due to some circumstances involving his daughter, he refused to teach us anything. And in this episode, we're in the midst of solving that problem. So, let us continue on and see what we might be able to do about that. So we need to head to Rusty's garage. Is this so? No, this is Philip's workshop. So the garage must be the building in the bottom left. So let's head there and see what it is we might be able to do. Yep, Rusty's auto repair. I got a bad feeling in my lantern about this. You best make sure you're good and ready before you go in. I think that is also a warning to save. And because I didn't do so in between episodes, let's do that now. Alright, let's see what's going on. Oh, I can already see that he's been infected by darkness. And that looks like Rashad's, so Rusty definitely must be Rashad's soulmate. So I forget if I voiced this last episode, but my theory towards the Dark Djinn might be that he might be our soulmate in particular, because we haven't met our soulmate, and there must be one. And our mom said that the Dark Djinn is particularly related to us somehow, and I joked at the time, like, is the Dark Djinn our dad? But I doubt that's the case. But he might be our soulmate. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out once the time comes, but I wanted to get my thoughts out there, even if they are dead wrong. Anyway, I've been sitting on this line for too long. Let's see what's going on with Rusty. Excuse me, sir. Are you Myrtle's father? I came to ask about her. Can't you see I'm busy? Beat it, kid. What's that swirling around him? Nah, can't be. This must be his wife. Honey, I brought your lunch. Not this again. I'm not hungry. But, honey, if you don't eat, you'll get sick. I said I'm not hungry! Oh, no. Okay, honey. Just look after yourself. Please. Oh, no. We have to solve this problem. I can't let this go on. And it seems he's been surrounded by darkness, so this might be something we can actually solve. So that was Myrtle's mom, huh? You two, get out of here before I throw you out. But sir, we... Crikey. Look at those eyes! Broken as heck his heart is. He's heartbroken, but he's not from your world, Mr. Drippy. Let's worry about that later. For now, we know what the problem is. We need to mend Rusty's broken heart, ain't it? I guess we do. Don't worry, sir. We're going to help you. You're kidding me. A flippin' nightmare? Now we're in for it. A nightmare? You mean like a bad dream? Nah, man. Much worse. A nightmare's an evil spirit that latches onto the broken-hearted. See that black misty stuff? That's how you know. Knickers, The mist is getting darker. That can only mean one thing. And it ain't good news. What? Good thing I saved. This is gonna be a challenge, isn't it? Rusty's nightmare. Void of kindness. Oh no. And we haven't seen kindness yet. So where are we gonna find that? Who do I think we should open with Oliver for now until we see what it can do. And just kind of attack it from a distance with magic until... Foul fumes. That's probably poison. So I'm going to want to avoid that. But yeah, I'm going to want to keep a distance until I can see what it can do. And then if... And it's looking like it's not weak to ice, so let's just stick with fireballs. And if it looks like a familiar might be a better suit for this, then I'll switch to that. But for now, let's just keep our distance. And lob them fireballs. Of course, if I run out of magic, then I will naturally have to switch to a familiar. Probably Luigi, as he's my all-around good for basically any situation familiar. Where Waluigi's good for bosses that have confusion, if I recall. And then I haven't found a situation where Tail would be the most useful yet. Oop, thank you for dropping me this MP. Get back up. I don't know if I took 30 damage all at once there, or if I was already a bit lower on health. I forget how much health I went into this fight for. Oh. Defend, defend! Oh, I got that defense in just in time. Blinded, huh? Will that... It looks like blind doesn't matter for magic. Okay, so its physical attacks are very bad. So let's heal up right now just to make sure we are safe. Perfect. Okay. We're at quite a distance here, so let's continue to just lob fireballs at it. I hope it drops a gold orb soon. I really like those. And I love shouting out Burning Heart when I cast it. What is it doing? It's just keeping its distance. Though we're out of MP, so if we want to progress this fight at all, we've got to switch. So let's hope... Okay, good. Luigi has some great defense against this. So maybe sticking to Luigi is the best option here. Let's defend against Hard Heart. Though if we get blinded, we're gonna have to switch here. Yep, okay. So let's... Actually, no, Golden Orb. Let's switch to us so I can cast that Burning Heart that I love. Alright, let's do this! Burning Heart! And goodbye. Alright, looks like a Waluigi and Tail level up, and we got a good chunk of cash from that. Very nice. Honey! Betty, stay away from me. His heart is still broken. Of course it is. We only got rid of the Nightmare Moon. Man in his heart's a whole nother problem. We need kindness. Where are we gonna get that from? Can we get some from his wife? Or are we gonna have to... hop back into Trippy's world? Mr. Trippy, these nightmares, just what are they? Well, they're sort of like beasties. Only they're born from broken hearts, and they latch onto them and sort of possess them, see? So are we gonna have to deal with nightmares during the side quests where we mend broken hearts, or is this solely a main quest thing, I wonder? And Shadar is behind the nightmares too? Look at him, Ollie boy. Him and Rashad are like bees from the same pod, innit? What Shadar's done is he's got the better of Rashad over in our world by attacking his soulmate over here in your world. That's just awful. He's attacking people in my world now? Looks like they. If you don't mend his heart, he might get taken over by another nightmare. We need to sort this out, Ollie boy. You saw what he was like before, ain't it? It's pretty obvious that what he's missing is a man-sized helping of kindness. Kindness? Gee. That's right. Anyone overflowing with the milk of human kindness spring to mind, Ollie boy? A real kind person, huh? So we can give his wife's kindness to him. That's convenient, I gotta say. So we don't gotta go searching for someone, we can just grab it right here. Well. Sometimes the thing you were looking for plonks itself down right on your doorstep. There's lucky. I guess so. Well, excuse me, ma'am. Is it alright if we... This is gonna sound weird, but can we borrow some of your kindness? Yeah, I feel like people with kindness are the ones that are gonna be most willing to give up some of their kindness. Because it's just the in nature of kindness to want to help people. But I wonder if there's ever gonna be like a situation where like the person's gonna be like, nah man, I want to keep this for myself. Bye. And then we have to like do something for them to change their mind. I wonder if that's gonna be something that ever happens. Anyway, I'm glad that this takes 0 MP, because I don't have the MP to spare. What does kindness look like? It's blue. I don't know. I expected kindness to be green. I don't know why. Wait. And now that I think of it, I would picture enthusiasm as more of like a yellowish or orangish, perhaps. Like, I guess red is the color of passion, but I don't think passion and enthusiasm are quite the same thing. Anyway, that's just the feel I get from them. What did you do? I feel almost warm inside. Daddy, that means it worked, didn't it? Now give it to Rusty. There's a good lad. Okay. Hang in there, Rusty. Can I switch? Can I give him some enthusiasm? Damn it. I wanted the game to like yell at me for trying that. Regardless, let's give him the dose of kindness that he's missing. There we go. You feeling better, Rusty? Honey. Oh, honey. Betty, what am I doing here? Did you do something with your hair? Oh, Rusty. You're looking very handsome yourself, honey. Tidy, it worked. Marital bliss, eh? I think Rusty's voice is bleeding into my drippy voice. There's marital bliss, eh? And there's lovely. Excuse me, Oi, what do you think you're doing? This is no time to be interrupting. Let's just leave them to it and go tell Myrtle everything's back to normal with her folks, shall we? I guess you're right. Let's go. I'm happy that they're gonna be back to a good, healthy, happy married couple. It's always very heartwarming to see people who are truly, genuinely in love. Hey, Myrtle. I'm coming in.
Oliver, what is it?
Well,
If my father sees you, he'll...
Myrtle, come with me.
Huh?
You can go outside now. You're not sick anymore.
I can't, Oliver. Just thinking about going out there gives me goosebumps.
Myrtle.
Oh,
Go on out and play, Myrtle.
but... Father?
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to me. I wasn't there when you were sick, when you needed me, and I was fighting with your mother the whole time. I guess maybe the thing that was keeping you closed up in here, maybe it was me.
Father?
You were scared somewhere deep down that if you went away, even for a little while, your mother and I would lose the one thing keeping us together. That we
Trippy!
wouldn't be a family anymore.
Not the time!
I'm right, aren't I? That's why you were. Something deep inside you wouldn't let you leave the house.
Father,
It's all right, sweetheart. Your mother and I, it's gonna be okay.
Father!
Please, Myrtle. Please forgive me.
Oh, I do. Daddy, I do.
Trippy!
Are those tears, Bunting?
Huh? No, they're not.
So much for you being honest.
Oliver?
Hmm?
I'm going to try. I'm going to go outside. Will you come with me?
Myrtle. Myrtle!
I did it! Oliver, I did it! I'm outside! I'm outside!
Ah, there's beautiful.
Oliver, thank you so much.
I'm so happy for you, Myrtle. I couldn't have done it without you, Oliver. I'm going to go outside every day from now on. I'll go to school again and meet new people and buy new clothes. It's so strange. I was so scared to come outside. But now I feel brave. I feel like I could do anything. Listen to her, man. All of a sudden, she's got more courage than you could ever shake a stick at. I can feel it from all the way over by here. Oh, are we gonna be able to get courage from her and give it to either Rashad or her soulmate? Either or, huh? She does, huh, Mr. Drippy? There's someone in Al Mamoon who could really use some of that courage. Nice thinking, Ollie boy. A drop of Myrtle's newfound bravery is just what we need to kickstart young Esther's recovery. Is something the matter, Oliver? Myrtle, I know a girl who's just like you, and she's going through something terrible. Huh? You're so brave. I wanted to know if you'd let me give some of your courage to this girl, to help her, and to help her family. Of course, but how do we do that? We use magic, and I know just the spell. Magic? You're an interesting boy, Oliver. But sure, go ahead. Alright, close your eyes. Like this? Yeah, that's perfect. Now what color is courage? Courage is green. Alright, that works for me. I associate courage with green, definitely. Cause, I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fanboy. Link wears green, Link is courage, you know. It feels warm. My heart, it feels warm. That means the magic worked. Thank you so much, Myrtle. Now my friend can finally start to get better. I'm glad. Righto, Ollie boy. You've got some courage to deliver, ain't it? Let's get going. Sure. Myrtle, I have to go now. Wish your friend luck from me, won't you, Ollie? I said Ollie boy for that. Yeah, Myrtle's calling Oliver Ollie boy now. Thanks, Myrtle. I will. See you soon, Oliver. Oh, I'm very glad that worked out. However, I think we'll return to the other world in the next one. This is a bit short, but I think, just like last time, I'm going to end this episode by reading the Tale of Wonder that I didn't quite complete last time. I read the first half, but not the second half, because I didn't realize there was a second half. So, for those who aren't really interested, this episode ends for you here, so thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you next time, but for the rest of you, let's start this from the top. The eighth tale, the shepherd boy, the lazy son. Two shepherds, who were father and son, worked together in the fields. The father looked after the sheep from morning till night, constantly patrolling the pasture and looking for wolves. The son, however, spent every day at leisure, staring into the distance and not lifting a finger to help his father. One day, the father turned to his son and said with regret, "I am getting old and shall soon be retiring. Though you are my only son, it has become clear to me that you have no enthusiasm for shepherding. I am starting to think that I should be better entrusting my flock to someone else." The son was quite shocked, for the flock was his only livelihood, and resolved to start assisting his father in the fields, chasing sheep, tending the grass, and so on. Alas, he soon grew tired of such tasks. At a loss as to what to do, the son supposed he should pay a visit to old Father Oak, an ancient tree in the deep dark wood, possessed of infinite wisdom on all matters. "Oh, Father Oak, is there not some manner of fruit that I can swallow to excite my enthusiasm?" the son asked in vexation. I am afraid that such things do not exist, replied Old Father Oak. There is, however, a fountain hidden deep within a nearby forest. Drinking of its water provides a goodly dose of energy. The fountain. The sun traveled in the direction indicated by Old Father Oak until he came to the fountain and tested its cool surface with his hand. I shall take some of this water home with me, he thought, before realizing he had no vessel to carry it in. Alas, I must return empty-handed, he lamented. The sun was about to go back to fetch a jug when he decided to sample a mouthful of the fountain's water. Sure enough, he immediately felt the great surge of energy that Old Father Oak had predicted, and used his axe to chop down a nearby tree, carving it into a pitcher that was almost as big as himself. Once the pitcher was finished, the sun filled it with water from the fountain and made for home. The vessel was very heavy, and the journey felt like a long one. He nearly gave up on several occasions, but every time he felt like abandoning his journey, he would stop by the wayside and take another gulp of water from the pitcher, and eventually he arrived back home. I have enough water here to last a lifetime, the son thought, with a sigh of relief. He was very weary, and he fell into bed to sleep soundly until morning. The son awoke from his slumber, and resolved to take another drink of water from the pitcher. Oh, how full of life I am, he exclaimed happily, and set about his duties at double the usual speed. As he did so, he resolved that no one else must be allowed to drink the precious water used in the pitcher, or the precious water in the pitcher. In the days that followed, he spent so much of his time ensuring that no one went near his pitcher, yet he took care to attend his chores while he did so, knowing that his father would otherwise be angry. Whenever a villager approached the pitcher for a drink of water, the son would interrupt his own labors and offer a cup of different water, thus preventing any of the water in his pitcher from going to waste. He was also reluctant to waste the water from the fountain on himself, and worked hard every day without touching it. Then, one very hot day, after the son had been hard at work in the fields, he realized that a terrible thing happened. The water. The water had evaporated in the searing heat of the sun. When the son realized that the water upon which his future depended had disappeared, he was overcome with despair and collapsed on the grass. The sight of the son lying prone excited the villagers' concern, and they rushed to see if he was all right, for the son had gained a reputation in the village for being kind and hard-working, on account of all the cups of water he was wont to provide thirsty villagers. That's a weird sentence. Some of the villagers gave the son a drink of water as he lay there, and he was amazed at how delicious it tasted. It was the freshest, cleanest water he'd ever drank. And what's more, it gave him the same surge of energy that the water from the fountain had done. His father stood next to him and said kindly, "No water on earth can compare to the first water you drank after sweating all day. Why, I should think it is a fair sight better than the water from that fountain." For the father knew that his son had visited that fountain. The son rose to his feet and smiled back at his father. "You are right, father. It is truly better by far. Hard toil brings its own rewards."